All right. Let's see now. That should be it. We've got daylight to help with the being able to see. Hence the mad shadows. But it should be fine. I'm just gonna oh, there we go. We've got our first join. Me on Facebook. Hold on a sec. There we go. Business. Oh, someone left. Here we go. Well, basically what we're doing is we're doing this Terminator, this Deathwing Terminator, Dark Angels. So that's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna start with the lead belcher because, well, actually, first, oh hey, slight return. First, we're gonna put some music on. There we go. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm just going to be painting a wee bit. And I'm going to start with this guy's arm. I've already primed it, as you can see, it's grey. So we're having a bit of difficulties getting the IG crew in. Waka 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 waka. Here we go. I'm like the Bob Ross. I wish I was like Bob Ross. But yeah, no, it's cool. People are getting in, so I'm going to concentrate on the painting. And first, as I said before, we'll go with the lead belcher. So let's have a look at it. It needs a wee shake, so I'll give them a wee shake. Hi guys, nice to join me. I hope you guys have as much fun as I will painting this guy. So let's get it started. Put a bit of silver on the board. Clean up that brush. There we go. And then we'll get the silver on. So with painting, it's always usually, well, I find it's layers, and panels. Get the panels done. So this is what I'm using a big brush for, because you just need to slather this silver all over the gun. I wish the shadow took in his light. I will read the comments, Artie, but I can't. I've only got one set of eyes, and if I'm painting, then I'm not. If I'm painting, I can't pay attention to the comments, but I will. I'll look up every now and then, especially now. Don't need to be sorry. Need a bit more lead belcher. So get more on the board. Now you'll hear a lot that you should thin down your paints, but I never thin down my metallics. I find you get a better overall sort of metallic effect if you don't water the paints down. And it also means you only have to do it once, so you can get rid of the base coat of the metal pretty quickly. Because that's what I figured out. What am I painting? I'm painting a Deathwing Terminator. This guy is special to the Dark Angels. So I'm painting his arm right now with the bolter. If you can see it there. And basically this piece actually came out of the veteran pack upgrade sprue. So it doesn't come with the Deathwing in the box, which makes it a little bit more special, I guess. Snowflakey. So, which I like, because you could make the same guys and paint them up the same way as on the box and have that be your fun, but that's not me. So guys, don't you know what? Don't bust Artie. I'll show you why. Alright? Because there we go. Right, you gotta give Artie some respect now. Otherwise, things will happen. The banhammer will come down. But yeah, so I think that's the silver just about done. The next would be the Wubdawubwub. Now again, the Wubdawubwub, I'm gonna put it down with a bit of water, just a bit of distilled water out the kettle. There we go. Yeah, nice, good. They say that the consistency of milk is what you're looking for. So there we go. I'm glad you're having fun with that, Artie. So just have a quick paint up of this guy. Again, it's layers and layers, so I'm not being too pernickety. And also, the paint's a bit watery, so I'll just add a bit more paint to that. And I'll just get that going. So yeah, and I've had issues with the audio with my last video, so I've got music here by Tetra. If you want to get your music on the show, then just send me a wee message, as long as it's chill, because I definitely want chill on my channel. And if it's lo-fi hip-hop, you'll be guaranteed to have a shot on the show, because I think it's definitely the makes everything slide around chill style. Oh yeah. So thank you, Artie. So yeah. So we'll get this. It's all a bit messy right now, which is just fine, because these aren't really, well, they're the base layers of the paint, and you'll see once they're dry that it gets a bit more detailed. There we go. First layer done. Looking rubbish, but that's what the first layer does. It points out all your mistakes, and you have to fix them with later layers. So, if you start painting models, don't be alarmed when your first layer looks rubbish, because it's all gonna get fixed. Don't worry about that. So that's his arm done. I'm gonna move on to the other arm. And as you can see, I haven't done the lead belcher here because I had a different painting kind of technique back in the day from when I first painted these miniatures. And I've honed my technique to get to this point. I mean, I'm not a pro painter. Some of the models you see online are just out of this world. I mean, these people must have gone to college and stuff like that, you know. But I'm not pro, but I'd say I'm an inspired novice. But yeah, so well, it looks like I'm gonna need more paint. I'm gonna need to get this done. Yep. Artie, did you go to art school? That would kind of make sense with your name. We'll wait for a reply. Yeah, no, I never went to school and did anything as constructive as art. No, it was always just read back what was on the board, write it down. It's kind of rubbish. Basically, go to school, kids, because you'll have a better life if you do. Unless you know someone. It's not about what you know, it's who you. And I've just realized I'm painting the same arm. Ha! That's funny. Where's his other arm? I have lost his other arm, which is a bit of a downer. Because I want to. Oh no, there he is. Don't worry. So we'll do this guy. So I'm gonna do some gold. Yeah. So using a shake. Just shake that up. And then I'm looking, there's a lot of lead still on the board, so I'm just going to finish this guy quickly because there's a lot of paint on the board. So just try and finish that off, try not to be wasteful. You know, I think that's a problem in this consumer culture that we've got. We're quite wasteful, especially in, well, I don't know about other countries to be honest, but this country is pretty wasteful. We put poison on food that's out of date, so says the manufacturer. It's all just legal bullshit. But anyway, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna treat you guys to a bit of sword and shield action because I've got one guy that we can change. And we'll put a sword and shield on him. So we'll just paint up this sword. Get that first coat done. Just realized I haven't primed these bits as well. I'm so unorganized. What's going on in chat right now? Need to watch how to ban people. I think you just right click their name or go to the side. Yeah. I'll try not to do that. But yeah, so. Oh. No, I'm not going to do the sword because they need to be primed. I'll do them later. Need to find something else. Let's have a look. No. We're just going to have to waste it. That's a shame. Oh, well. Let's get on to the gold, though. So. Oh. My chat's disappeared. Oh, no, there it is. How did you get to the point where you wanted to paint these? Well. All right, then I'll tell you guys the story. This is the story that not many people know. But this is the guy. This is the model. Let's see now. There, I'll try and focus it up for you. There we go. That's pretty focused. This guy is the chapter master of the Dark Angels, which means he's the boss. He's the guy in charge. And the classic model doesn't have his helmet on his head like what I've done, because I've converted his head. Instead of his head is his helmet. Instead of raising his sword up vertically, he's given the order to charge, and I've pinned other bits just to make sure that they don't fall off, because not many people can hold this model by the standard and have it pretty much solid. But yeah, so that model was my favorite when I first got into the hobby when I was a child. And I always thought to myself, how do I get his helmet onto his head? And as I grew up, I learned the techniques by which you would do that. And so I did it. And then I've just sort of been collecting ever since. That was a year ago. So it's just kind of snowballed since then. It's just one model turned into 10, turned into 20, turned into 50. But I want a couple of tanks as well. I could show you my tanks. But yeah, so there we go. Do his hand there in gold. Give the brush a wee clean. Let's take a look. There's not much gold on the board. Oh, there's a little bit. I'll put that on this bolter. Let's do a wee bit there. Nice. Nice and gold. Nice little bolter. That's okay, Auntie. If you disconnect and it's the weather's fault, everybody just blame the weather for any goings wrongs. It's the weather's fault. It's not Artie's fault. I've just realised my mistake because I've put this insignia on this shoulder instead of the Dark Angels thing. So I'm going to try and remove that. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, there we go. That was much more simple than I thought it would be. All right. So we need to find a Dark Angels shoulder pad. Let's have a look. Not one there. There's not one there. Not there. Here we go. Yes. Oh, I'm getting messes. Here we go. So, we'll get this thing. This is where all the parts come, like this. And I need this one. There we go. And we'll just tidy up the little bits. And the little bits. It's not too bad. And it's here. So I hear silence. Does that mean that the playlist is over? It seems that way. Let's put that back on. Yeah, I can see your message. Slight return. Right. This is plastic. We need to prime it. I mean, even if it was metal, we'd have to prime it. I mean, bare plastic. Get some brush on primer. Give that a good mix. Just so that we can have that all good. And drying better. There we go. Lovely. I'm just chasing it around with the paintbrush. That'll do for now. And we could add, actually, we can prime these. We'll prime these for later. And then once they're dry, we'll get painting them up. But yeah, no, I've got so many plans for these guys. The next thing I need to do is to start basing them. Because if you can see, this guy, he's just got a plain base. So I want to stick some sand to that, paint the sand, and then I'm going to stick some skulls so that it truly looks like a bleak, desolate place that these guys are in, where the fallen comrades litter the ground. It's going to be awesome. So, Is it laggy? I wonder why that is. I need to fix it. I need to do my research. Start looking into a better camera, a better microphone, faster internet. Yeah. Okay, this guy's primed. I'll do this guy. So, oh, just noticed that you can't really see me. There we go. So yeah, get them nice and gray. Nope, shield's sticking to me. It should be fine. All right. So yeah, get this all nice and primed. To the other side. And I'll do. Right. This is drying still, so we'll leave that a while longer. So let's get on to the black. Let's do the black. Give it a good shake. We'll get some black on the board. Add a little bit of water. I'll paint out this. I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know why it's there either. It must be some sort of cabling or power to the glove. I have no idea. We'll just paint it black to begin with. And I really need to get a lamp so you don't get the shadow from the sun. And that's that black. And this bit black. Yeah, it's a lo-fi video for lo-fi music. Yeah. Just keep it chill. Nice and black right here. There we go. Black and black done. And next. I think we'll get the red. And we'll also get another part out. There we go. We'll get these missiles on the go. So almost all of this is for this one model. Apart from these bits, which you can't see anyway. These are all for one model. And we need to get the corn red out. Get a little bit of that on the board. Touch of water. do is we'll paint the front of these missiles. There we go. Six down, 6 to go. And there we go. So, yeah. What kind of creative things do you do? Well, that's his muscles done. Now he's bolter. That's not his bolter. This is his bolter. This nice and red. There we go. Okay, his bolter nice and painted up. That's nice. Good red. Let's do a little bit more. And done. There. Lovely. Oh, it is warm here today. What's it like out where you are? Oh. There we go. That looks pretty much dry. Let's stick. There we go. Stick that on. Give it a little bit of time. Sort of like ASMR. That's funny. Putting you to sleep. Well, there you go. You can have it as a nighttime part of your nighttime playlist. Okay. Let's do some more. Let's get some Xandri dust. You give it a shake. Okay. There we go. Make sure it's nice and dry. And start painting that. There we go. I'll paint over here. So yeah. Good chat going on in the comments. It's always nice. Yeah, so that's this piece almost covered in Xandri dust. I'll put the Ashanti bone on after that. And there we go. Into the last little bit. Lovely. Oh, it's very, very warm. I wonder how that'll affect the paint. Oh. Let's do some more. Let's get the Mechanicus grey out. Put that on the board. A bit of this onto here. Lovely. Nearly done. Okay. Stick the paint into the recesses. It's looking good. Did I learn how to paint like this from YouTube? Yeah, kind of. There's a lot of painting tutorials on YouTube, and the Games Workshop themselves, who I bought the minis off, they do a lot of tutorials. It was good when figuring out what paint to buy, because there's you think of all the colors basically, and there's paint. So I was kind of stumped to begin with as to what ones go where, but yeah, from YouTube. Yeah. Right, that's this arm almost done. Let's have a look. Let's paint this guy. I need to get the gold out again. Put that on the board. Paint him up. This brush is slightly too big, but we'll muddle through. There we go. And there we go. Use knee plate. do the other side. We'll do that in gray. Well, made a mess of that a wee bit. This brush is quite big. I always touch up. Always do a touch up. I think it makes you find all the parts of the model. There we go. Gray and gold. And then we'll add his arm to it. Well, I was thinking that I was going to do this until the model was complete, but it's been 45 minutes and I need a smoke. So I'm going to pause it here. And then, I think we'll come back. I'm gonna check this out. Yeah. But I'll come back. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you soon.